Who cannot understand Tagalog? Who cannot understand? Cannot understand Tagalog kasi Bisaya kayo?
Siguro pagkakaintindi ko dun sa dad, yun nga, sabi nga po ni Pastor, kapag once na nagmadali ka, sa taong gusto mo, hindi mo pinag-pray, hindi magtatagal yung relasyon mo. Katulad ng dad, yung tatanggalin ko, di ba ang daling tanggalin? Kasi wala kayong, hindi mo nilapit sa Panginoon kung ano talaga yung deserve mo para sa magugustuhan mo. Kumbaga, inano mo lang parang napas sarili mo, finish mo yun without that. Diba?
Ang una kasi mahaba na, hindi na interpret you anymore. Okay, she was saying that with the hearts that were connected with just small God, it means that there were not so really, the connection is not that firm because it was not really prayed for. That's why the connectedness is just very small. It's very small, no? Very tiny. And I think that is her perspective. I think I like that idea also. But if you notice, if we say that breaking those two hearts is like in a breakup, if the connection is not too big, not too wide, not too many, it's just what? It's just easy to disconnect them, and there's not so much hard feelings. Okay, another volunteer for the one each cut. I need an explanation. Okay, from here. Okay.
We have two shapes here, and they were attached. And when we remove, there's always scar something on both sides. So it means when these two persons and two people were separated, each of them has the pain, and we will feel the pain. So don't break.
This time. They said,
it's this one. So there are hearts that are covered 1 inch, and there's this one heart that is covered fully. This heart, no matter how hard you shake it off, there's that person that will stay in your heart. And sometimes it's special to you, or sometimes that person will hurt you. But no matter what you do, she's in there.
It's already 4:25. So I'll just very quickly, can I have 5 minutes more? 5 minutes. Okay. So you will see that breaking up is really hard to do, and it always leaves something behind. Okay, statistics shows that in the Philippines we have a very high incidence of premarital sex, 23.5%. And in fact, in the ages 15 to 19 years old, 1 in every 3. But I hope the statistics is not true, and we have very low incidence of this, although there are existing premarital sex incidents even in Adventist schools and even among us. Okay, according to research, 60 women try their best to wait. 60% rather of women wait after marriage successfully. Meaning these 30 tried to, but only one is successful. This is US, by the way, don't be discouraged, this is US. But in one study, almost 7 out of 10 girls, 15 to 19 years old, who had sex wish they had waited. So this is the broken heart illustration that we have. You regret, you remorse, but sometimes there's not much to do. Those who are in religious group, it says that 1 in 5 wait until marriage in religious groups. So we're considered a religious group. So 1 in 5 wait until marriage, which means there are 4 who get into it. This is statistics, I think, way back year 2000 yet. I'm not updated. But don't look at rock music there. Look at the sexually active with no plans for marriage among Seventh-day Adventist youth is 14%. So there's like 1 in 10. During the study of Ma'am Dagoon, you know Ma'am Dagoon is a medtech. When she was a student here, when we were here in 2002-2003, her study was about prevalence or the incidence of premarital sex in AUP. And this is what she discovered. She forgot the right figures, but it was, she said, between 22 to 25% of students who are into EMS. So it's really happening, and it must be higher. It could probably be higher now than before, but I hope it's not. So the Kilig in love is there's fire in us. The Lord gave us this. The fire is the way of a response to being to attraction, right? And it's really a nice feeling, as I told you. So that fire is important in romance, because it's not good to be marrying someone because he's just your ideal, but you don't feel anything for him. There must be a physical attraction, because that is one of the glues in marriage. But like fire, it's good that fire can be just contained. Like this stove, it's just within the limit of the burner. Sometimes fire can go into the pan, but at least it's just within the pan. It can still be manageable, right? But what if the fire is like forest fire? It's so difficult to stop. So for us, Seventh-day Adventist Christians, true love waits. And waiting is a sign of true love and patience. Anyone can say, I love you, but not everyone can wait and prove it's true. So I hope you find someone with whom you share the same values. Oh, sorry. And according to studies, those who practice self-control as sweethearts, and they usually have an enduring marriage. Those who practice self-control. Now, if in case some of you have gone outside the boundaries of marriage, the boundaries of love, expressing your love in a way that is already beyond what is acceptable. Holding hands is quite acceptable. Looking each other eye to eye is acceptable. When you are, when you're mature enough, you can beso, but be careful about, getting higher than that. Holding hands, arm to shoulder. There's a lecture for that, but maybe the next time we can handle that. But if possible, the face-to-face should be exercised or expressed when you are already mature enough. So, just very quickly, emotional dangers of premature sexual involvement. Okay? People say, especially in the DOH, use condom. But there's no condom for the heart, unfortunately. No condom for the heart. So, very quickly, the emotional dangers of premature sexual involvement is there is regret and self-recrimination. And sexual regrets can last for many years. Another is guilt, and this is really not healthy. It can stress you. At ang stress ay nagpapatanda. Loss of self-esteem and self-respect. The corruption of character. Shaken trust. Trust of self, trust of others. Depression and sometimes, at the extreme, suicide. Damaged or ruined relationships. Relationships with parents also get damaged. stunted personal development, negative effects on marriage, like later you get married, but sometimes it can be mentioned, that I think can be mentioned, and so also greater chance of divorce, worry about pregnancy and disease. I have a file there of the STDs. It was prepared by Bible pastor in Western Conference where we used to work. She works in the social hygiene center where they would people would have would check for HIV, presence of HIV. And you know, she mentioned in 2012 there was one Seventh-day Adventist, who was positive for HIV, and it was not because of blood transfusion, it was really sexually transmitted. So it is possible. I actually sent her, EM'd her to Facebook. Was there another case that was mentioned? Unfortunately, she wasn't able to answer. But it showed there graphically the sexually transmitted diseases, no, and its effect on the sexual organs of the body. But maybe if there's time and if you're really interested, I have all the files given to our pastora here, and you could see those so that at least you would understand better. So we mentioned about worry about pregnancy and disease. One effect of wrong relationship and of course sex before marriage, may resulta talaga yan. And what's the result? Sometimes it results into a what? Into a baby. So in one group there, she had a black, and she had a red, and then there was a black that really stayed, a big part of the black that really stayed. So it seems like there's really a baby, a remembrance of the relationship. Then she said, I'll try to get it, I will remove it, but still there's really a big remnant that stayed. So sometimes the result of the wrong relationship is a what? A baby. But that, is it the end then? Is it the end? Is that your end? Is there no hope in you? Of course, you can always start again. Right? You can start all over again. But be that as it may, one of our activities this afternoon was supposed to be, give you all a little paper, and you're going to write there, how much does a baby cost? How much does a baby cost? In one of the presentations there, how much do you think does a baby cost? We had an activity, and so the young people, they wrote down, what are the expenses for a baby? Diaper.
Milk.
Gatas. What else? Milk. Huh? Again? Foods. Vitamins. If the baby gets sick, where do you bring the baby? To the security guard? To the what? To any doctor? No, you bring the baby to the what? Pediatrician. Do you know how much a pediatrician would charge you? No less than 450, 500. When you give birth to a baby, how much does a normal delivery cost? You know how much? Normal delivery in a private hospital? 8,000, 15. Okay. In a public hospital, you will still be spending 10,000. Maybe in a lying-in, you could spend 3,500. What if CS? By cesarean section? It can go to 60, 80. So do you have that? Imagine yourself getting work. Your husband earning, if you are new, at 25 years old, maybe he's earning 30,000. You will probably be earning 20,000 because you have good work. How much would one baby cost? You know, the time we found out, a baby cost for 1 month, the food, the diapers, the clothing, it was somewhere in 12,500 pesos, just one baby. It would have been more interesting if we had an activity this afternoon. But, of course, it really pays to what? It really pays to wait. What did we say earlier? No matter how long it takes, it's still, true love is still worth the wait. Again, let's say it. that is wrong, don't think that it's too late for me. You can start all over again. Vital lesson in life is that we can't, it's ready to go. We can't change the past, but we can certainly choose the future. Okay, doon na ako sa dulo. Sa dulo, I will go to the end of this presentation. There is someone who will never break your heart. He will always be your Valentine. And he is going to be your one true love. One true love. And he's never going to leave you nor forsake you because he loves you with an everlasting love. Jesus is always the same yesterday, today, and forever. And unlike other guys, unlike other women, he keeps his promises. He is faithful. May God bless you. And may you always, meantime, be constantly connected with your forever friend who knows the desires of your heart, who's going to give you a special friend someday